got Alfredo over here. He's pretty tired. We went on like a 3 mile walk today. Yeah, we just went on our normal little walk. Um, Decided to do a quick little equipment and gear that I use. It's May 1st tomorrow, so wanted to start the month off strong. And just wanted to let you guys know what kind of gear I have. And yeah, so start off Alfredo. He's gonna be what? He's like 5.5, something like that. Yeah, about 5.5. So he's a Husky Mastiff Lab mix. Had him since he was 8 weeks old, and he tried to take him everywhere with me. We lived out in Colorado for about 12 years and just recently moved back to Pennsylvania. Well, not recently, like a year ago, moved back to Pennsylvania. So, as you can tell, I'm in my bedroom. This is currently my studio for right now. Moved in with my dad, just to, help out for a little bit. Probably the next video is going to be outside. Just kind of want to switch it up, but wanted to see how this new home studio works, and go from there. So he's such a great dog. I don't usually hike with him off leash, although sometimes, like if I'm the only one out there, like camping or whatnot, we go dispersed camping a lot. So he's usually off leash there, but he's really good. So so some of the gear that I use for him, we've got the harness. He's got this rough wear harness that I've had for a long time. See, he's like, "We going again?" No, we're not. We already went. We already went on a walk. We're gonna go tomorrow. Where do you think we're gonna go tomorrow? Well, tomorrow. So I live in the Penn State area, of Pennsylvania. So there's a little mountain near my house, called Mount Any, and grew up hiking it my entire life. And one of my goals this year is to hike it 38 times. And so currently, what are we at? We're at 5 or 6? 6? 6 times? We're at 6 times, dude? I think so. I'd have to check the record. Let me check the record here. Where are we at? I've got a little tally sheet going. So we started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So we'll be 7. So I tend to try to go at least twice a month, because like I said, my goal is to hike it like 38 times this year. That's a lot, dude, isn't it? Yeah, dude, that's a lot, man. This is harness. I've had it. God, I've had it since before you, man. I had it when I had my Husky Jenna. I gave to my best friend's dad. Just because she imprinted on him. So I gave her back to her dad. Or I gave her to her dad because he connected better with her. So I was without a dog for a couple years, and then COVID hit. He's my COVID puppy. He's my COVID baby, right? Right, yes. Oh, yes. So yeah, we've got the harness. I've gone through a couple of these poop bag holders, but I've found that the Wilder Dog brand, which I really like, their poop bags holders are really nice. They're cloth. They're not super heavy because he carries around his own poop bags. You know, I mean, he's got to carry something. I want to get a backpack for him too, so a little dog bag, to carry his food and stuff when we go backpacking and whatnot. So anyways, I use their poop bags, and I use their poop bag holder. It's got this nice little carabiner here that, clips on real nicely to his rough wear harness. Got the rough wear the leash, super nice. And then this little guy, it's called the Do Loop. I found it online. It's a women-owned company up in Maine, and it uses recycled plastic. So I went to my local pet store called Wiskoy. Shout out to Wanda and Mary and all the ladies over there. They're wonderful. My family's been going there for, God, they've been open since 1990, so 30 years. Over 30 years ago. So I have so many other bags. I'll show you their bags next. I'll probably have a video of us going to the store, but he's got a lot of dog food right now, so we get a lot of treats there. But anyways, going back to the Do Loop thing. The Do Loop is like, so Wilder Dog, not to they have this plastic thing that holds the poop on, but it broke. So I bought a cheap one at Petco. And this Do Loop came with a metal chain, and I was like, the way that I have it wrapped around, it's on itself with this hair tie basically. And it just holds the poop bags, which is super nice. And I do that, out in public and stuff. But I just recently also got this last year. I've had a couple hip bags here that I've used, but this one is by Wilder Dog again, and it's got a little poop bag holder, but it carries a poop bag. So, but I've got my hand sanitizer in there. Yes, FedEx, thank you for the free hand sanitizer. Not a plug or anything, but yeah, it's just a container that holds hand sanitizer. It's nice and small. I can throw it in here, and then I've got another pocket here that I usually put my keys in, and then I've got you can get this extra. It's a stasher bag. It's one of those reusable plastic bags, but it's got his treats, his num-nums in it. I'm surprised he didn't wake up because of that. But since I've got him here, we'll go ahead and give him to him. Just because he's always deserving of one. But yeah, so that's that guy. Hey buddy. He catches them amazing. I can just toss him up to him and he catches them. It's such a great dog. Yeah. You're a good boy. Oh, what is that? That's yep. One more. Last one. You ready? Yes. Oh my goodness. You're such a good boy, Alfredo. You're such a good boy. So, then I've got this rough wear bowl. I used to work out in the outdoor industry quite a bit, so worked in the outdoor industry as a ski bum out in Colorado for 2 years. Shout out Christie Sports. Christie Sports Boulder, where I used to work. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I was a skier, outdoorsy guy. But like I said, I've since moved back to Pennsylvania. Many reasons, but I do miss it out there. My friends are out there. Shout out to my friends out in Colorado and the people that I met in Colorado and whomever you are. You guys are awesome. So we'll go ahead and throw this stuff over here, and we'll kind of shift gears now to my gear. So tomorrow, like I said, it's May 1st, and to start off the month strong, the birthday month, I'm gonna hike up the Mount Nittany tomorrow, and I'll bring my camera and you guys can see how the trail is and the lookout. I volunteered with them. I'm involved in a local scout troop here and been involved in scouts my entire life. I'm an Eagle Scout. I've loved the outdoors since I was 7, 8 years old. Yeah, when I was 8 years old, 7 or 8 years old, I joined Cub Scouts and went up the ranks there and went up the ranks in Boy Scouts about 20 years ago. Got my Eagle Scout, and now I'm involved as a charter organization rep for a local scout troop. So, anyways, so I just got this table. Got it on Amazon. I know I could have gotten something nicer, like from REI or like Appalachian Outdoors, our local outdoor store. But I just wanted to go with this. I had like one of those plastic lifetime 4-foot tables that you get, but I wanted something that I could put a hot stove on that won't melt. I got the wood grain style, and so it's like $80 or something like that. I don't know, maybe $60 maybe, something like that. So yeah. Anyways, just shifting gears right now. Let me get a drink here. This isn't sponsored or anything, but I'm drinking my liquid IV. I've drank these things for like a long time, but like I said, it's not sponsored. I buy this stuff with my own money. But I'm super active, and I've found like this stuff has helped me quite a bit. I probably shouldn't drink as much as I do. I'd probably drink like, I don't know, 2 a day, something like that. But if I'm really active, like, my career, I'm pretty active too, so, I drink at least one a day, and then like fill up this thing with water, and, yeah, but got all my stickers on here. Just got this sticker, shout out Blood Rose. I met them at this Earth and Arts Festival down in Harrisburg, and it was pretty cool. I got this sticker. I got a t-shirt, but I'll show you guys. I'll probably wear that shirt because it's got aliens and UFOs and cats. Everything that I like. If you know me, I like aliens and cats, and I've got this little guy over here. Sorry, hold on, buddy. I don't know why I didn't bring him out. He should be out on this table. So we're gonna put this little guy right here. We'll put him right here. So yeah, but so let me go ahead. I've got some stickers on there that. So being an Eagle Scout, I've gone backpacking and stuff so many times. I've been to Philmont, and that's where I found my love of hiking more and, getting outside. And one of the reasons why I moved to Colorado, just being outside. So, my backpacks, I did have this Osprey Talon 22. It was great. Still use it every so often. It's a smaller pack. Took it up to Alaska with my friends. When we went up there, saw some whales and shit. That's for another story. But I had that. But I upgraded recently to the Talon 33. And it holds a lot more. Because I carry a lot of gear. Just because him, yeah. Carry gear for him, I carry gear for me. Probably carry gear that I don't necessarily need, but I do it anyways. So we'll kind of go through my pack here. And it's not perfect for tomorrow, but let me just actually set this down so it's not so noisy. It's super late at night, but I've got my Paca, also not sponsored, but I love this brand, Paca. This is the Soul hoodie. And I'm wearing their hoodie right now, the original hoodie. But I love this brand. Like, I try to find brands that I align with, socially, morally, ethically sourced. Like I said, this is not sponsored by Paca at all. But I have their socks, I've got shirts, I've got this, their hat. This is their Paca hat. The APU Adventure Club. It's a funny story about this hat. So I was getting ready to go to Alaska and to meet my friends, go on like a cruise up there last year, which so I got all these hats. I got 3 total. But I was like, they do that, like those trends. So my friends did that trend where it's like you get a t-shirt and the t-shirt that they get you have to wear. So I don't know where I put it, but I was like, I just kind of want to be matching. So we all got I gave my friends these hats. So yeah, but I wear it everywhere. So anyways, getting back to it, we've got my backpack here. So one of the reasons why I like this one over the 22 is the brain aspect of it. It's easy access. Yeah, I store like the important shit up here. So anytime you're hiking, from my experience, being an Eagle Scout and all that, first thing you want to have access to is your medical kit. I got this online from Adventure Medical Kits. It's the Hiker 2. It's the Mountain Series Hiker version. It's for 2 people for 2 days. I should also get a dog one for him, but I figured, like, for now, I'll just get this one. So that always goes up in my brain. So got that up there. Got a headlamp. You can always use a good headlamp. And you always want to check your batteries beforehand. Going out for any sort of thing. This one still has like the old, not the old batteries, but it's got AAA's. But rather than like using regular AAA's, I found this brand online. Once again, also not sponsored at all, but it's called Pale Blue, and they're rechargeable batteries. They just plug in. I don't know if you can see those green lights over here, but I'm charging up some right now because I use them for these candles. And actually, I think this is backwards. Maybe not. No, it's not. We're good. There we go. It works. But I've had this headlamp for a long time. I don't like necessarily to buy. I had one for a while. Come on, shut. It's like that screw, that you have to tighten. I could care less about weight. I mean, yeah, like I should care about weight, but like, I don't really care that much. So I've got that. I've also got 2 compasses. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to swap out the battery. But yeah, I was talking about compasses. So yeah, I've got 2 of them. I've got this style here. So yeah, I've got 2 of them. I've got a whistle. I've got a thermometer in here too. That's always nice. I've had this thing for freaking ever. God. Anyways, then I've got a map. Got the Purple Lizard map here for Ralph Rock State Forest. I've also got another one. I don't know where it is, but it's for where I'm going camping. It's Loyalsock State Forest. So yeah, that's kind of what I have. I also have my knife up here as well. Kershaw knife. So yeah, that's what I have up here. If you want more detail, comment below. Yeah. So all those things there in the rain. Zip it up. And then it's also got this nice little other pocket here. That is a little mesh pocket. Now I've got another flashlight here that just as a spare. Got a little notebook here with a pen. So just a nice thing to have. You never know when you need to write something, and it's just always nice. Just have a little journal notebook. Talk about how the trek went and stuff like that. So that's in there. And then this little pocket here in the front, this little mesh pocket with this little clip here. That's where I usually put Alfredo's bowl. So since we're going hiking tomorrow, I spilled something on that, but probably some beer. You'll see later why I say beer. But yeah, kind of diving inside here. I'll just pull things out. It's just like a big opening that you can put stuff in. But got my Camelback 3-liter water bladder here. Give me 1 second. There's a little red clip here that connects it. Don't know if you can see this little red clip here. But that connects the Camelback, which is super nice. But yeah, that's my 3-liter. There's a little water bladder a water bladder holder right here that you can slide that thing to. Super nice, super convenient. It's one thing that I try to have in every single backpack because I have an old Gregory underneath my bed here that I took to Philmont 20 some years ago. It's held up, but it doesn't have a water bladder holder. It's got that stuff. It's a Gregory Palisade 70 liter, so it's kind of older. But yeah. So got that in there. What do I got here? Oh, got some binoculars. Those are always nice to have. Usually put them on my hip, but the hip belts, I don't know. I need to figure out a new way. Maybe I can just like strap it. I also, when I do go hiking, I have this Alfredo's pouch. I have that higher up on my waist because I connect him to the leash on this, and then I'll put this on my hips. So I have this higher up around my belly, and then I have the belt of this backpack around my hips. So I've got the Action 6 or the DJI Action holder thing. So forgot that was in there. Got snack bag. It's always good to have one of these. Probably should get a reusable bag. Sorry for the plastic, but I've just got some liquid IVs in here. I've got 2 granola bars and a patch of apple juice or applesauce. But you like if you're hiking with people and stuff, and it's like somebody doesn't bring food and they're feeling like crap. It's always good to like have extra on hand. Even if you come across somebody that doesn't have food and water, like the amount of people that I see on the trail that don't have water, like that's why I carry this full one for him. Like this is for him. I've got my 3 liter in here, and then I also carry this 21 ounce. That usually has my liquid IV in it because I don't put anything in my camelback. Once you put stuff in your camelback, it's completely ruined. It's a smellable. It's for bears. So you got to put it in your bear bag when you go camping, and it's this whole thing. So only water in there, plus the residual stuff of anything else gets in that plastic, and it's just not good. So yeah, I pour the water, like this is a 32 ounce. I pour the water into the bowl, and he doesn't usually drink all that, but this could also be for somebody who's thirsty, that doesn't have water, that needs something. You never know what you're going to come across on the trail. And so, the motto of scouting is be prepared. So, this is why I bring all this stuff. So I'm prepared in case if I run into somebody. That's why every time I go hiking, whoever I'm hiking with, I always tell them, hey, if I'm ever down and out, and you need a first aid kit, there's always one in the brain. I always keep it super accessible for the brain because it's just good to have. So my phone's going off here. No. Anyways. I've got more snacks. Look at that. Got so many snacks. I've got so much snacks. That's why I'm saying you never know what you're gonna run into on the trail. Like snacks, literally. You can count on me. Because you never know, honestly. I also have a little pack towel, MSR pack towel that I've had for forever. It's It's a pretty nice one. It's pretty big. I'll go over a review of all my camping stuff too. I'm going on a camping trip coming up here for my birthday over Memorial Day weekend. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, just gonna wrap this up here because I'm OCD, and if it's not put away properly and the right way, I can't. Like, it needs to be ready to go at any point's notice. The reason why I was saying, oh wait, hold on, about the beer, it's stinking. Gotta have a pack of beer. Now, I don't, but having a pack of beer for the summer, for whatever. So I had an old can that I put in the little pouch thing, and I forgot to do it. But careful when you open them, they get shaken up real quick. So that's mostly that. The other thing that I do take is camp chair. I always take a camp chair every time I go hiking. Because you never know, like on the trail, going back, like, what if you get injured? What if you, are tired and you need a place to sit and there's nowhere to sit? Well, you have this little camp chair here. It's the Nemo Moonlight. So I got it last year on discount from a retailer online. Not Amazon. It was a local store. I'll have to look it up and maybe put in the description or in the comments. But you might say, like, hey, why are you carrying around extra weight? Well, because you never know when you're going to need a chair to sit on. And, like, what if you come across somebody who rolled their ankle, right? Or you come across somebody who, like, cut their leg or, can't, you're, like, out there waiting for them. It's always good to have some place for them to sit. And sitting on the ground could be uncomfortable, especially if you don't have a blanket. That's one thing that I need to pack in here, just a little, like, pack blanket. But yeah, I always bring a chair everywhere I go. It's just a good thing to have. But that's kind of like, also bring a rain jacket. I always take a rain jacket and a hoodie, or a sweater of some sort, because you never know when the weather's going to change. And it's always good to, like, look at the weather beforehand you go outside, but you just never know. Like, I mean, today here, it was nice in the morning, and then there was, like, a downpour of, like, 10 minutes, and then it got really cold and windy. So let's say I was out on the trail today, and I didn't know it was supposed to rain. Well, I could just throw on my rain jacket, which I usually will keep, like, in the rain pocket, rain pouch. Sometimes I'll put it in the brain. On my backpacking backpacks that have a bigger brain, I'll put the first aid kit, accessible things that I need, like rain gear, first aid kit, and, like, flashlight all up in the brain, because you want those easily accessible for when you're hiking, just because you never know. Have a knife on you at all times. If you don't know knife safety, take a look online. There's courses. It's pretty simple, but one rule in scouting that I've learned is, when you're handing off a knife to somebody, like, being in scouts has taught me so much about life and about things that I never knew, such as, like, knife safety, right? Like, when you go and hand somebody a knife, don't just, like, hand it to them like that, right? Like, you hold on to it and you grip it, and you're supposed to tell them thank you, It's just a respect thing because it's like, you know, you hold on to it and they have to like say thank you, um, to know that they have the knife. That's the reason why. Is because if you drop this knife and this knife opens up like that and stabs you, like it could happen. And you don't want anyone to be injured. So hand it to that way, you have the blade towards you and then they grab. So if the blade opens this way, it doesn't cut them. Wow, this thing dirty as all heck. But it doesn't cut them. I mean, it might like spring open, but that way, if they do decide to stab you or something, like they don't have access. Um, I don't know. I just kind of. It's been a while since I've done it, but um, yeah. And then the other thing is you. Anytime you're using a knife, make a circle. Like have the knife shut and just make sure no one's in range. Because let's say like you're cutting something, like you have an axe. I have a pocket axe that I bought that I'll show you in the next equipment video, which will probably be a couple down the line. But like real quick, and then we'll end it. But um, let's say like you're cutting something and the knife slips, right? Like you don't want someone standing like I don't want Alfredo, right? Like I don't want Alfredo to get stabbed by this knife. He's too close. I mean, like he's, I could swing it and it could hit him and give him and cut him. He's actually sleeping right now. I don't know if you can see the little paw movement, but um, it could cut him, and I don't want that. I don't want to hurt a dog. I don't want to hurt a human. I don't want to, do any of that. But sorry for the quick lesson here, but throughout these videos, I'm gonna throw in like little tricks and tips like that that maybe the average person might not know, right? Like that's another reason why I started this channel is to kind of share my knowledge. I have like, I mean, well over 20 plus years of outdoor experience. Granted, like I haven't done it all for 20 years, but like I've been involved and I know kind of like the ins and outs of survival, of outdoor, of camping, of, but I'm always willing to learn. I'm always willing to be like humbled by other people. That's how you learn. That's how you are able to share experiences and share knowledge. So this is just coming from my perspective of things. But if you're out there and you have more experience and you want to like comment down below, or send me a DM, send me a message, just because I want a community to like be involved. I kind of want this to be like a good community and something that we like feel safe with, right? Like I don't want it to be negative. So if there's any negativity on here, like that's not here. That's not here. The outdoors is for everybody. And I'll go on and on. There'll be like stories that you'll hear about my thoughts, but I'll save those for a later date. Like trail etiquette. We'll go over trail etiquette. We'll go over camping gear. We'll go on hikes. Like there'll be videos of us hiking. Like, so I just kind of like wanted to kind of give a download of like gear first, right? Like you don't need all this fancy gear. If you have a backpack, school backpack, great. I mean, my way of doing things might not be your way, and that's okay. But as long as you have the basics, food, water, first aid, a map, like yeah, cell phone's great, right? Like, cell phone is great. But what if you're out of service? What if you don't have a way of getting a hold of somebody? Like, what if you don't know where you're at and you need a map? Well, the like maps are great, and if you don't know how to use a map, if you don't know how to do orienteering, if you don't know any of that, ask, learn. Like, if you want an orienteering course or something like that, like, let me know. I, you know, we I can show kind of the basics of that. Um, but yeah, let me like this is a channel of community, and so if somebody has something that they want to, you know, an idea that they want to talk about or whatnot, like let me know. Um, let me know your adventures. Let me know like trails you have on. If you have gear that you like. If you have, this is just my gear. I mean, I kind of also wish that I went with a Gregory, but I mean, both Gregory and Osprey are really good gear. I just like the fact that it's got this. The only thing that I don't like is the water bottle holders. They're really high up. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you have a normal backpack, like, start there. Start there. Just have a school backpack with, a rain jacket, a hoodie. Like, you don't need binoculars, right? You don't need binoculars. You don't need a camp chair. Like, if you're not gonna go, like, deep into the woods, or if you're just going on a little stroll, at least have food, water, and first aid. Like, in your backpack. Extra water, because, like, you never know when you're gonna get hurt. You never know when you're gonna come across somebody who's hurt. And what if that person doesn't have water? But, anyways, that's enough of that. I will ramble on for a while about this stuff just because I'm so passionate about it. And yeah, so thank you. We'll end it with a little singing bowl meditation here. So shut your eyes. Thank you. See you on the trail.